And I want to introduce our next guest. They are from Significant Productions.
Yes.
And the Sharon Performing Arts.
The Sharon L. Morse Performing Arts Center,
Yeah.
owned by Significant Productions.
Owned by Significant Productions.
Yes.
And I've got Madi Carr.
Yes.
And I'm not going to butcher your last name.
Berdecio.
Okay, and I'm Monica Berdecio. There you go. Because I would have butchered that. And you're from marketing.
Yes.
And you are in the production.
I am, yes.
And I just thought it would be great to bring a couple people from your organization on the show so you could help tell our viewers what it really takes to put on a production and what really happens. Because I think a lot of people think that, the band shows up or the actors show up and 20 minutes later the show's going, but it's a little deeper than that.
It's a little deeper than that, yeah.
Slightly deeper than that.
Takes a little bit more effort than that.
Yeah. Why don't you give us first of all, give us a little bit about your background and then kind of take us through an event as to how it would happen.
Sure. So I am originally from Alabama. I have a degree in musical theater with a minor in management. So right after college, I toured for about a year as a performer, and then came to the Villages to put my management side to use. I've been at the Sharon for almost 3 years now. I am the assistant production manager, so I handle everything back of house. Most everything.
Did you perform any when you were in the Villages here too, or not?
I have, yeah. I've done 2 of my own lobby cabarets. We do those at the Sharon at least once a month. And then I've also been understudy for some of our studio productions.
So you were like working in like the coolest place you could ever find. Probably.
Yeah, I'm getting to do both things that I love in the same company.
Yeah.
So it's really amazing.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
So if an act is coming to town, let's just talk about one that's coming to town as an example.
Yeah.
How does that whole thing go from start to finish?
So from start to finish, most of the time, we work with agencies, management companies, our bookings managers, Sierra, and our artistic directors, Whitney and Angel. They agree on which shows that we want to do. A lot of times shows are pitched to us. Sometimes we source out shows. But it depends on, how specific the show is, how in-depth their tech writer, contracts, ticketing, but all of that goes. And then once the contract's signed, it gets put on our calendar. And about a month and a half out from the show, I'm the first person they hear from after they've signed their contract.
And you start all the stuff about, because there's a lot that goes on back and forth to make sure timing and
yeah, absolutely. So. I start the initial advancing conversation, and then our wonderful technical team gets all the details they need. From lighting to audio, visual, front of house, back of house, everything from start to finish. I initiate that conversation, but I definitely am not the only one who talks in it, and we just get the event arranged.
So what is front of the house for those who don't understand it?
Front of house, we call it, we have a front of house and a back of house team. Our back of house team is all of our production, all of our techs. And then front of house is our wonderful house management that is more front facing, deals with the patrons, a lot of hospitality, that kind of stuff.
How many people would you say are involved in like one show between front house, back house, and all that?
So front of house, we have one house manager and 3 assistant house managers. On a typical show night, you're going to have 1 house manager and 1 assistant house manager. And then we have about 200 something volunteer ushers who are amazing that are on our team. We'll have about 30 ushers, and that'll be front of house, meaning like lobby, auditorium. Back of house, you're going to have me. You're going to have our technical production manager, Andrea. You're going to have either one or both of our lighting team, Allie Southgate and Dio Raquel. You're going to have your audio team, Rolly or John. You'll have Tony, who's our flyman, and Nicole, who's our production swing. So you'll have from 6 to 8 people on the production crew, back of house.
Yeah, and that's just for one show that goes on for an hour and a half. We've got 50 people involved, and that probably doesn't include the bartenders and all that kind of stuff.
Doesn't include the bartenders. We'll have between 3 and 8 bartenders a night.
Yeah.
It's a process. But box office people. Yeah.
Right. So that's why tickets aren't $10 a piece. You got a lot of mouths to feed
Exactly.
to pull that show off.
Yeah, but we definitely do have, I would say, the most competitive ticketing prices in
Yeah.
our area.
Oh, for sure. And this all happens, like I said, and when they get there, there's no lollygagging. It's pretty much everybody wants to get through, and you've got a show, you've got a deadline, you've got a time to get
Exactly.
done, and then they want to get out of there.
Yeah, shows got to happen on time.
Show's got to happen on time.
Mhm.
So who's the most nervous in a production?
I don't know. We all keep our cool pretty well.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a brand new tour or a brand new show and they're still trying to figure out their own process. On our end, we've kind of
You're
seen it
prepared.
all. Yeah.
They do great. I witnessed it, and they're amazing. They're a very well-oiled machine.
Yeah, we
try.
were fortunate enough to film the Crazy Train show up there to the Sharon, and yeah, you guys got it together. Even had a great place for us to film from, which was
Yeah.
very helpful. And you got sound technicians that come in, and then a lot of times the groups bring their own sound techs as well. So you've got to work. They got to work it out together.
Yeah, that's part of the advancing process is figuring out who's operating what. Believe it or not, sometimes a lot of tours don't have their own audio operators, audio engineers, lighting engineers. And so that's where our brilliant house crew technicians come in, and they can busk a show for you if you need them to, or they can just press on and off whatever the tours need. That we're really flexible.
Yeah, and again, these are all most of you people probably have theater backgrounds. A lot of them.
A lot of them, not
Yeah.
all of them.
No.
Some of them, were roadies like me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, our audio, one of our audio supervisors, Rolly, he had never touched an audio board before he came to SigPro. And we're the type of company that teaches.
Oh, okay.
And so now he went from an audio tech assistant to audio supervisor.
Yeah.
And Allie, our lighting designer, she has our lighting supervisor. She has a degree in theater tech, so it ranges.
So what is the type of variety of shows? I'll let you answer this. The variety of shows that you bring into the Sharon.
Oh my goodness, all kinds. We have dance, modern dance. We have acrobatics, comedians, magicians, illusionists. We have Rick Thomas coming. He's an illusionist and magician. He's really cool from Vegas. Tribute bands. We also have actual bands from the 80s. We have Ambrosia coming. Broadway productions, and they're spectacular. And I tell you all of this because I'm always in awe of all of this because I've been with SigPro for about a year. So, and I don't come from this industry. I don't have a performance background at all. It's just something that I like to do. As a marketer, you market anything really, but it's nice to be surrounded by so many talented people who not only do what they do on the production side, but can in a second go up on stage and perform, which actually happened recently.
Yeah.
One of our staff members, Alec, he's our house manager, and had to jump on stage last minute with 3 tenors plus one. One of the tenors wasn't able to make it, and he was on stage.
Wow.
With zero notice.
Wow.
Super prepared.
With an entire
Did they
repertoire.
hypnotize him first?
They didn't have to.
How did that do? Is that good?
10 out of 10 confidence.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
That's amazing. So how long does it, this is another thing too, these things don't just get on the calendar 2 months from now. You're planning stuff a year out at least, aren't you, or more?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it's 2 months out. Depends.
Oh,
Depend-
well,
yeah.
Every once in a while.
Like our actual season is a year, sometimes too. Sierra, she's at conferences and looking at shows really early on and making lists and talking to people via email. I mean, the girl never stops emailing.
She's working on 2028 right now.
2028 already, yeah.
Yes, she's hardworking and
Yes.
getting us all of what everybody gets to enjoy.
And does your season, do you guys stack it up pretty heavy now through, say, May and then lighten up a little bit in the summertime, or is it?
Yeah, we call our busy season at the Sharon really from September to May. We can have as many as 5 shows a week within that time period. The summer, it used to be completely dark. And now we're adding a couple shows in each month, each summer. It's less, intense stuff, some comedians, a couple of tribute bands, but the majority, the heavy bulk of our season is September through May.
Yeah, we always do our season announcement for the Sharon on Mother's Day. So this year it falls on May 10th, I believe. And it's a packed season, but it just keeps adding on throughout the year.
Yeah.
So you're planning now for 2028. Is it that hard to get some of the groups, the acts and that stuff booked? Are they doing the same thing? They're booking stuff out that far? Is that why it's
Yeah, so
yeah,
just tours can make their schedule as far out as the company wants them to. As someone who's on the road, we would have our locations for the next 3 months already with
yeah,
us. So it kind of just depends on how the company wants to operate their tours, how far in advance they want things on their calendars to give to their people who are actually on the road. So that's why every once in a while we'll get a show that pops up on my calendar 2 months from now, that wasn't originally there, because it just depends on how far out they want to go. I know Sierra could talk in length about
Oh, 100%.
the timing of the bookings,
Yeah.
but it really just depends.
what's the worst situation that you've had to deal with in production over the
Oh,
Oh,
years?
she has
oh
stories.
gosh. I mean, a lot of it's just from my own touring. The road can be really hard. Um, the people who've been on tour for decades are warriors in my
Yeah,
books. I did
yeah,
it for about a year and I was like, I would do it again in a heartbeat, but it's hard. And so I really, really strive to, because part of my job is hospitality. And so I really strive to create the good venue at the Sharon. Like,
yeah,
because we would always say that on tour, like, "God, I hope this is a good week. I hope this is
yeah,
a good venue."
yeah,
And so being on the other side of it, I really know their perspective. I've been where they are, slept on a tour bus, all the things. And so I want us to be the good week, the good venue. So yeah, like I don't want to have them have horror stories from us. And
yeah.
I don't think anyone has.
No,
So
I think that
I
they're
think we're great and
fantastic.
amazing.
They're
So
fantastic to work with. Yeah.
And there are people who've had their whole career as roadies.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you see
it's
them once in
crazy.
a while. Yeah,
Yeah.
and so tell us a little bit about what is that like for roadie? How long are on the road for? Basically the whole year, just about, right?
So I did 3 separate tours. One of them goes all year round. You get about 4 weeks off a year. I've done another tour where it was literally just a 6 week go, 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 and then your contract's up for 6 weeks. That's as a performer. I did another contract that it was 5 months straight through. I had 1 week off.
Yeah,
So it really just depends on what you're doing, what the company is. Sometimes tours aren't constantly round the clock. Sometimes people do like their weekend tours
yeah,
where they do a couple of shows a weekend for the whole year and then they can go home and like have a life. Um, a lot of times that's honestly pretty rare.
yeah.
You have to be really well
Well, it's hard to make
established.
money in that business anyway. So you've got to
Yeah.
be
You've got to be
got to be doing
established for
shows.
that. Yeah.
Yep. So from a marketing perspective, how difficult is this product compared to some of the other stuff that you've marketed?
Well, I used to market insurance, so
You probably got nicer people to deal with this time around.
yeah, I think people are a little happier to hear from us than from their
Yeah,
insurance broker. But it's a fun industry to market. You can't really go wrong with entertainment. It makes people smile. It makes people happy to hear about, especially if they have something happening that they're really interested in. Then they'll just ask all the questions and get really hyped about it. I can't complain about marketing for entertainment,
So,
honestly.
so what do you do for marketing to market this type of product? What do you do? I mean, you're involved in the ticket sales are obviously handled through the villages.
Yeah, so the Villages Entertainment is our sole ticket seller. Everything is sold on there for the Sharon and for the studio, which soon to be the SigPro studio. I'm just gonna plug that in there.
SigPro Studio.
SigPro studio. So from beginning to end, Sierra's our booking manager. So she sends everything out, just like Maddie brings all that in and does her part of the contract. I do all the marketing with my team. So it starts with the graphic designer, Chrissy. She's fantastic. I have a project manager whose name is Erica. And we just get things rolling. So all the graphics need to go out and they have to be approved by the camp. Is this okay? Is everything that we're doing kosher? And then we launch it out and we start blasting it on all our platforms. So on web, social, we like print, advertising, radio. It's really great for the demographic. Love that people still read the paper around here.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
it does really well. We have a big ad every Wednesday where we market all of our shows. Most of our shows, it's just depending on the timing. And we have opportunities like this where we're able to send people off for interviews. We do shout outs on social. So we try to hit all the platforms. Social still kind of starting off. It's not as popular as we want it to be, but it's getting there. People
It's
are more used to it.
it's also from the other end. We find a lot of people that, where do I find your podcast? Well, it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. How do I subscribe? How do I get there? I think it's a learning thing for all the social media platforms for the demographic that's here, but it is definitely getting better and better and better. But yeah,
We get a lot of great comments. We get
Yeah.
a lot of people who share our posts and are excited to see something and just comment on there and just share it with their friends. So word of mouth is great here too.
Yeah.
They always like to tell their friends about something that's happening, and that's how we sell a lot of our tickets.
So volunteers, you mentioned, are you short of volunteers? Do you have more than enough volunteers, or?
We love volunteers.
We love volunteers. We have hundreds of them, and they're amazing. And house management, the ushers that pretty much are hand selected. We have like an interview process. The house management does interview processes for our ushers once a year to bring in new people who say they can't do it anymore. You got to replace them, that kind of thing. We'll have on our roster, I feel like it was more than 200 this year, just usher wise.
Yeah.
And then we have SigPro Pros. That's a new
It's a
program.
new program. Significant Productions. It's just a way to gain traction and visibility for significant productions, which when you hear the Sharon, you don't really associate it with significant
Mhm.
productions a lot of the time. So when we're talking about it at expos or any type of fair,
Mhm.
we have to really plug it and say, we're a nonprofit. Significant Productions is a registered 501c3 nonprofit. And so we are very dependent on community support and just to keep everything rolling. Tickets are only 60% of what we do and what we need. Everything else is dependent on donations and support.
Would you like it? Yeah, I'm sure you'd like that number to be higher.
Oh, absolutely. We always want more supporters
Yeah.
of the arts, and it's just such a beautiful thing. We want to continue to bring it to everybody, and especially in the villages and the community.
So, can you tell us a little bit about the new
The new
studio?
studio.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's exciting. So the SigPro Studio is a new brand. Right now, we still have a show running, Kim's Convenience, at the Studio Tierra del Sol, which is right off of Morse.
Right.
And the new location will be in Lake Sumter Landing. So it's right next to Chop House,
Orange Theory.
Orange Theory. There's I always butcher this one, Leahy Health. They have plant-based foods.
Okay.
Really nice staff there.
It's all on that same strip.
Yeah, right there.
And how many seats will that be?
A little over 200, depending. We have two setups, thrust and proscenium. In comparison to the studio, we have 3 different setups, so the seating is a little different.
Mhm.
But I believe it's the thrust that'll have a little over 200 seats available. It's fantastic. I've been inside. We've given a few sneak peeks and videos.
Yeah.
We've tried to push that on socials. We also have a YouTube channel, SigPro.
And what's going to be different about that than the one at Terre del Sol?
Well, for one, it's bigger.
It
Yeah.
is slightly bigger.
We
Yep.
have more seating there.
Mhm.
This new space is designed for production. It's designed as a theater.
Okay.
And we did that. Like our team did that. So it's really what we want and what we need to achieve the shows that we want to do.
So this will be more for theatrical acts, plays,
Mhm.
etc.
Mhm.
Yeah, it'd still be a black box theater like our studio is now.
Yeah.
But now we get what we want more. We have more flexibility because of just the building itself and how I say we, I didn't do anything. And how our team has like designed, the electric, the construction, just everything from start to finish, is based mostly how we want it. So
Yeah, it's been extraordinary to see it. Also, again, I'm new, so seeing not someone, an entire team just build it from scratch is pretty
Yeah.
impressive.
So is there any other things that would have that the other one doesn't have, even though it's bigger? Just bigger, better.
I want to say the sound system is probably top of the line.
Okay.
yeah,
Our booth right now at the studio is right behind a curtain,
Yeah.
behind the audience. It's kind of hidden. We have a whole sound booth area above the seating. It's all electric seating. So right now everything's manual. So after every show, you would do a
We
chair call.
strike the chairs,
Strike it.
put them in, take the curtains out. It also will have, it'll be a better space for our performers, for our actors. Each show we do, we cast and house and contract out professional artists. And this time that there's going to be 2 dressing rooms, you know, and not one, and more space back there. It'll be, it'll just be nicer. It's still very intimate, like for the audience. But it's just got an upgrade. It's got a facelift.
When is the first show?
We want it to open with Only Some of God's Children on April 7th, I believe, is when previews start for Only Some of God's Children, which is the last show of the current season. So that's when we hope to open doors to the public.
Okay.
Construction willing. Yeah.
Construction willing.
As long as nothing falls through, but that's the plan.
And so next year, that you'll lots of shows scheduled for that. Then for next year, you hope.
Yeah, we have season 11 being announced soon, so we'll drop that usually in March. Follow our socials because that's where we like to announce everything and tell you what's coming up. And we have a fantastic season coming up. They're always fantastic, but it's really exciting when it's time to announce it.
We select those. There's a whole script selection committee. I was on it the past couple of years. I wasn't on it for this current season, but you get theater professionals and people who are actually going to be working these shows get to pitch the shows that they want to do, and then we decide, you know, what shows we want to do, what'll fit in our space. So it is very, like, we take it very seriously.
It's from
start to
literally from
finish.
scratch,
We produce it. Yeah.
So when you're producing it, so you're doing casting calls for people. So you have villagers that are participating in that as well?
We've had villagers in some of our casts before. Yeah.
Yeah.
The auditions are all, they take place, we're not doing any local auditions this year. They're usually in New York, Chicago, and we accept video submissions. So we don't have those links yet, but we do announce that also in March so that everybody could submit.
So there you go. You can't do one in person, but you can send them a video. So that's
that's what I do.
That's what you do. And you work there.
Yeah.
So
Still got to audition.
We hire staff.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And you still have to audition.
Still audition, yeah.
It's not just who you know. You still have to get the part.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So what bands do you have, or what else now through the end of May is coming into the Sharon?
Yeah, a couple things. Something that's coming up in this next week is Body Traffic. That is a dance company. They're based out of Los Angeles. They're amazing. The piece that they're headlining with is called Mayday. And I'll just read you a little description of it. The looming specter that life can be cut short at any moment. We are seemingly dancing on a tightrope that could tender any of our plans useless. Yet we still dance. We still move towards love, and we still plan, create, and live as if infinity but lies before us. So I love the dance shows that we bring in. It's an amazing opportunity for our lighting staff to get really creative. I just like watching them. So that one's really exciting.
Yeah. They have great costumes.
Yes.
And it's modern dance.
Yes.
It's beautiful to look at.
Yeah.
What type of show sells out the fastest at the Sharon?
It's really random.
It's kind of random. Like our Broadways,
Bob Marley was
Bob
crazy.
Marley, the comedian.
We had to add on a show.
Added a show for that.
Yeah, and that sold out super quick.
I mean, depends on the tribute band, but our tribute bands do really well. Sometimes it's just random. Sometimes you think something's not going to do so great and it sells out, and we're like, okay, great.
Yeah.
You know, it really just, it's got to pique the interest of some people, and then also how it's marketed makes a big difference too.
Yeah, if we get great marketing material, it makes it so easy. We were just talking about that, like videos.
Yeah.
Dance companies
so visual, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody just kind of wants a sneak peek at what they're gonna get.
Dance companies have the best videos.
They do. They do.
So dance companies are your favorite, it sounds like?
That and Broadway's.
That and Broadway.
Because I'm a musical theater girl, so I'll watch all the Broadways and get all the programs signed and keep them in my office. But dance companies are just beautiful. I do love a good comedian. So
Well, and you've got plenty of those that come through the show. Big Bill Engvall was just there.
Bill Engvall was just here.
He's
Yeah.
pretty funny. I've seen him in Vegas.
Yeah.
He was pretty good. So back to the volunteer role thing. If you need more volunteers, is there a place for people to take and get to the website to sign up for that?
We actually have a yearly application
Okay.
process. I can't tell you off the top of my head when it's going to be
Yeah.
this year, but we do have an application posted on our website, which we're redoing our website. So it's going to look a lot better soon. Can't give you a date on that one either because that's a process, but we're working on it. But we place that on our socials too. We like to market that and let people know when the form's open and you could submit. It's every year we do.
Summertime is during our off season or less
Yeah.
busy season. Summertime's when we do the usher program. Get new ushers
Train,
in,
yeah.
retrain, train, all that.
So there you go. If you want to be an usher, stay tuned to their website. Look for that casting call for your usher position.
Yeah,
You get to see the shows you're ushering for.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Now that's
There's
so it's-
perks to it.
I know.
Yeah.
That's like being paid. That's not a volunteer situation.
They get to sign up for
Yeah.
the shows that they want.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, is that right?
yeah.
They
Well,
get to sign
that-
up or request the shows that they want to do. I think they get like 3 picks a year that they'll like definitely be at.
Yeah.
Well, that's a
So
great
yeah.
perk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
And then also donations. Do they have any gala events or anything like that for this year?
Do happen to have our Emerald City Gala coming up
Yes.
on the 21st of March. So it's coming up. Ticket sales are still going. We still have space. And I want to say that those will be up until March 16th just for meal prep and
And what
head count.
what could people expect to do there? See
Yeah,
there?
it's our second annual fundraising gala. We have auction items where we have an amazing caterer. I'm actually in charge of the catering for that event. I'm not making the food, but the food that we picked, it's Done Right Culinary Services. They've been amazing to work with. I think the menu is so good. I'm a little biased because I helped pick it out, but it's Emerald City themed. So if you know Wicked or Wizard of Oz in that realm, that's the vibe. Everything's going to be, it's all grand and it's all green. You get to have a dance party on the Sharon stage during the event. Dinner in the main lobby, live entertainment. It's always so.
And
I
it's
always look forward to
schwanky.
it.
Like it's
Yeah.
always a great excuse to just get dressed up
Yeah.
and go out.
Dance party.
Yeah,
And how-
for a good cause.
Yeah.
you know.
How big is that event, or how big do you hope it is? Let's put it that way.
We capped this one at 200.
Okay.
So it's tables of 10.
Tables of 10.
And 20 tables of 10, and you get to sit either you could sponsor a table as a business, or you could just buy an individual ticket or get 10 friends and grab a table
Yeah.
and just bid on some really cool auction items.
Yeah.
I mean, we have trips and experiences,
Yeah.
and we have a silent auction as well. So like little goodies that we've had donated to us.
Yeah.
People are super generous to us, so we're super grateful for that. But we always love more support.
And so tickets are still available,
Tickets are
Yes.
still
and they can find that again on your website or on the Village's Entertainment website.
both. So
Both.
you can go to thesharon.com or thevillagesentertainment.com, and you can also find it on significantproductions.org. And that's when it's just where we have all of our landing page about the gala if you want to learn more about it.
Any of our social medias will take you right to our website, and
Mhm.
there's links. You can buy them at the Village's box offices.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
all the places.
Any really outstanding shows that you got coming in the 27 to 28 that you know about? That
Well, Ambrosia we have coming in March 26th.
March 26th. That's in Brooklyn.
Yes.
And that's the original band.
3 of the original band members, Doug Jackson, Mary Harris, lead vocals Kip Lennon. He's from the band Venice, and that one's going to be super awesome. I'm very excited about that. They are 5-time Grammy-nominated ensemble. Again,
Oh, they're great. They're
Yeah.
And people ought to remember that's it's a ways back. They've got some hits, but they're a great band. They were great sound. Yep.
And then we also have the Rush Tribute Project coming April 25th. This one, it stands out as one of the most premier tributes to this legendary RNF HOF power tribute, using vintage instruments, multi-camera projections, state-of-the-art lighting, signature virtuosity. That's going to be a tech-heavy show that is going to be really cool to watch.
Well, and here's the thing: Rush themselves are touring next year. tickets are minimum $700-800. You won't have to spend a fraction of that to see this tribute band. It'll be just as good.
And there's a
It'll
full
be great.
bar. Grab a drink, go
Yeah.
watch a show, have a fun time.
Get in your golf cart, drive home. I mean,
Exactly.
there's a lot of great perks, but no, you'll probably see us at that Rush tribute show for sure.
Good.
Hopefully Ambrosia. That's
Yeah.
and we'd love to have any of those people on as guests in our podcast. So take that message back.
We will.
We know some people.
I know some people. Yeah.
Know some people who know some people.
Is there anything that you want us to know about the Sharon that I forgot to ask you, or about Significant Productions?
I think we hit a lot of the good points. Our production team is amazing. We work all around the clock, it feels like sometimes. And to have tours give us good feedback. I'll get emails after the tours. Sierra will get requests right away to come back from tours. Just, I think I'm very proud of the work I do and the work our team brings to the table. And the shows happen and they're good. And I think that if you've been to the Sharon, you understand like the experience that we're talking about.
It's a phenomenal venue. I love the
It
Sharon.
is.
Absolutely love
It's
the
beautiful.
Sharon.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's very elegant. You know, it's here in the Villages. You got the bar. You got that. You got great shows.
Yeah.
And
And now
our entrance is open again.
Our front entrance
Oh,
is
is
open
it?
again.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
There you
nothing
go.
Covering our gorgeous entrance, and it's got lighting at night, and you can see where you're walking, you can see where you're parking.
And there's a nice little bar off to the right now as you walk in, right outside.
Yes. Unrelated to us,
Unrelated.
but right there.
Yeah, but it's right there. So if you
Yes.
get there early and you don't want to get in, you can stand at the bar next door.
There's great places to eat too. And
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole square is just fun.
Yeah.
And, you know, it truly is performing arts center. Like you're asking what
Yeah.
type of shows we do all of them.
Yeah.
All the different types of shows. And that's the variety is really what is so valuable.
Yeah, I want to hype up the team some more
Yeah.
too, because
Yeah.
like we have a little over 40 people, but working two separate, completely distinct venues, and doing a fantastic job at it. I mean, it's a tough job, and
Oh, yeah. It's-
witnessing it from the outside, all the production, all of the things that go into it, it's
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
That's why I wanted to bring a few on, because there's so much that goes on behind the scenes that people don't see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the end, it's a great show. And so if you haven't been to the Sharon, you got to go to the Sharon.
Yeah.
And these gals are a big team, Significant Productions. They do a great job. And all the tickets are available for their events at the Villages Entertainment website. And like I said, come to a show. If you haven't been, come to one. If you've been to plenty, keep coming.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
please come
If
visit.
you're a
us.
subscriber, you get perks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you purchase the purchase tickets day of Mother's Day, there's perks for that too. So
We also have a preview party. So
preview
that's
party.
right after we launch our Sharon season, we usually have a preview party where you're able to see some videos. This was launched last year by Sierra, and you get to see videos of all of the coming acts so that you can get a little flavor of what's happening.
Awesome.
And that's a free event. You can
That's
just
free,
come
yeah.
into the Sharon, sit down and watch a bunch of videos for 30 minutes and walk out if you want.
Can't beat that.
Yeah.
Again, I appreciate you coming on my show. All right. Thanks again.